Hello, this is Jeff from Studio 41 Gaming, and I'm going to show you now how to upload games to your Super NES Classic. And this also, I think, works for the NES Classic, even though I haven't tried it. But I'm pretty sure it's almost exactly the same. So, the first thing, if you're going to want to do this, is to find the program you have to use it with. And that is called Hakchi 2. H-A-K-Chi-C-H-I 2. Basically, you want to Google that, find it on GitHub, or I also have a link to it in the description, so you can cut out the middleman. So just go to this, and you'll go to this page, the releases page. What you're going to want to do is ignore all of this, and 99% of the time you're going to want to download this one, the web installer down here, and just download that and run it. It'll take a few seconds to download. Then after that, you run the program, and we have it already open here. So what you're going to want to do is you got to plug in your Super NES Classic to your computer, and stress this program only works on Windows. Does not work on Mac. So you got to run it from Windows. What you're going to want to do is plug in your Super NES Classic to your computer using a micro USB cable. Use the power cable that came with the Super NES Classic, or you'll be like me and think you don't have a cable that you can use with this, and then forget that they give you a USB cable. So use the power cable that came with your Super NES Classic. Just plug it into your computer, USB port, plug it into the power slot on the back of your Super NES Classic, and turn on the power button, or power switch I should say, on the Super NES Classic. It should install some driver. I'll just go through that, hit OK. And then what you're going to want to do is on Hakchi, you hit add more games, and what it's going to do is going to say it has to flash a custom kernel. And just, it sounds a little scary at first, but just leave the thing on, except it should it'll take like 2 or 3 minutes. It'll fill up some progress bar. You see a screenshot of it doing it for me here, and just give it a few minutes. It does its thing, and then after that you're good. There is apparently a slim chance that it could fail and brick your Super NES Classic, but I think that's basically been ironed out to be an absolute minuscule chance. It didn't do it to mine, so you're good. It's not going to happen. I think the chances of it happening is probably like a 0.001% chance. So after that, you just you go find ROMs of games that you own, or dump ROMs of the cartridges you own. I only do this for games that I own. So I put in Shadowrun, Breath of Fire 2, and Breath of Fire 1, and I'm going to show real quick how to do another one. So you just hit add more games, Final Fantasy 2, then it does this, then you see Final Fantasy 2 appear, and then you can choose it even has a little Google thing built in, so you can find some box art that you like. So we'll do this one, double click, and we see apparently it does not know that Square Enix published, or Squaresoft published this, so we'll just put in Squaresoft. There you go. It should see it for that, yeah. Because Squaresoft did both of those. So you just even add in the publisher, but the box art can apparently be whatever the hell you want it to be, obviously. So you can go find a frickin', let's see a weird one real quick. But it can be whatever the hell you want it to be. It doesn't you're not locked into anything. There you go. You can have this whatever the hell it is. Some freaking cheapy box art from Final Fantasy IV if you want it. But you do that, then synchronize, and then you're done. But you got to make sure it dumps the kernel first, the custom kernel for your Super NES Classic. And then I don't think this was released in 1900, but you just do that and you're good. You just synchronize it. You just unplug it, plug it into your TV and hook it up, and it should be good to go. We'll show you even a little bit of gameplay real quick. Alright, so here we are. We're on the Super NES Classic now that we just modded. And you see your games will be under this folder. Unfortunately, they are not placed alphabetical in the default order, but go under here to more games. You see the games here are in alphabetical order though, and then you can go back here to the original games. So that's basically all there is to it. We'll fire up Shadowrun. So see, here we are with the awesome best background border that is in this console. Perfectly fitting. And it doesn't even erase existing saves, which is awesome. My Super Mario RPG save was still there, still worked. So it doesn't, modding your console doesn't even erase already existing saved games, so you can do that without even worrying about the saved games getting deleted. That's the reason I fire this up, is because it basically throws you straight into the game as soon as these guys get done talking. And here we are. Oh, my head. And here we are in the game. Seems to be working perfectly fine. See, the pointer system in this game still is a thing. One of the things I wasn't a huge fan of when I was playing this game, but whatever. But yep, everything seems to be working, and modding your console, well, maybe not the most legal thing in the world. Oh well. I'm just bringing it to people's awareness. I, of course, only say to do this if you want with games you already own, and don't go full-on pirating frickin' everything. But thanks for watching, and hopefully you can all go mod your consoles to your heart's content.